Hey, Base of Bases, ACE for short. We're here in ASKA. I've done a web series or two on ASKA already, and this will be the next one. This village is the first one that I've created since they added lakes to the game. The village of Roanoke, the last web series that I did, was created before they added lakes, and so although it's a pretty big village, there's no lakes on the island. And the next update came out that had lakes, and I just wasn't going to throw Roanoke away. They've now released another update with some more new content, and it's time for us to go ahead and strike out and make a new space. So this is the island that I've created, or that I'm about to create anyways. You're here for the very beginning of it. The village name is going to be Bjornborg, which in Old Norse I am to believe means bear fortress or bear stronghold. Bjorn is bear and Borg is stronghold. So the only settings that I've done different from default would be that I've set day length to extended because I like the longer days. From what I understand, it makes things a little tougher because food consumption is based on hours, but food growth is based on days. So you're essentially, if you have a day that's twice as long, you're essentially eating twice as much food for the amount you're growing, or whatever. So anyways, day length is extended. I do like to enjoy the game and play the game. I'm not here necessarily to progress as fast as possible. And I've turned structure decay down to low, so one tick up from default for day length, and one tick it's medium, and so I went one tick down to low for structure decay. Other than that, all the settings are default. The game settings, the seed comes to us compliments of a Reddit user, theGingerBreadGinger, who posted this seed, and along with a bunch of other people posting their favorite seeds. I spent a day going through and looking at different seeds and seeing how I like those islands. Settled on this one. I did a little bit of preparatory work just to see if it was going to work out. It did. So this is a brand new island that I'm creating, but I already know where we're going to go settle, and I know what the village is going to start to look like, in the very, very beginning. But then after that, it's all a mystery, and I certainly haven't explored the entire island. So we're going to be doing that together, but here is the seed. If anybody wants to play on this same island, it is a nice one. I think where we're going to settle is a great spot. You've got a mine right in the center of town. You've got a lake right there. The coast is not too far away, so let's jump in. Gingerbread is the seed, all lowercase, one word, for Bjornborg, and we're going to go ahead and start it. And I'm glad that you guys are coming along. Here we are. Here's the big ugly. Whatever, dude. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Yeah, that's what I thought. I should probably just as soon leave the blood here, but whatever. I've got it. Yeah. The gods decree. Gods probably decree a lot of things. Let's see them come down here and start up a village, Over here on the other screen real quick. Bing, bang, boom. Go. Yeah. As long as we're here at the shore, we'll grab some rocks. Because I do find that there is quite a bit of terraforming right in the beginning. We're going to burn through at least a couple hoes. south from the spawn point. There's our mine. Right off the bat. Pretty close to the shore. This tree is our starting spot. This flower is our actual starting spot, directly above that tree, and that is where we are going to start our new village. Bjornborg, here we come. I'm going to go ahead and use the leveling tool. And what we want to do is bring the height of this flower to everywhere. So every part of the town is going to be coming from this very spot here. So I want to find a spot here that's going to go right past cave, which about perfect, isn't it? The whole idea here is to go ahead and put some of the basic framework in place for the village before I start actually building on it, so that hopefully buildings that I put down are in more or less their final location. Redoing the village halfway through. That's a thing that I get wrong somewhat frequently. Not planning far enough ahead. Going back and having to redo stuff, move stuff, things like that. Hopefully, just that a little bit. Land at least the first. The fire pit's gonna go. First basic shelters. Default, you can see that the arrow for our tool follows north, south, east, west. You don't have to go the direction the arrows are pointing. You can go any direction from the stake you put down. What you want to do, try and get those first two stakes to be representative of the actual height. Or I can both click E, so when you look here and you see E level over in the right hand corner, over on the right hand side, just to the right of me. I can push E right now to level this square. Or if I want, I can click the mouse button, also level a square. But there is going to be a big difference. So all of these pieces of bark, if I hit them with the hoe, they actually cease to exist. They vanish from the game. If I click right now, I will destroy these things. But if instead I just use the E, I will not destroy things that are lying on the ground right there. So E is a better choice when you want to not throw things away. Clicking is a better choice when you just can't use E, or when you actually do want to destroy stuff. Good for our height so far. This is so close that we can get to the mine itself. this going to go east-west. That was our first hoe that we just broke. No, we still got it. This road is going to go east-west, and what it's going to do is miss this mine by as little as possible, which means somewhere around right here. We can build roads. We put a road in this space. Now we're just going to level it out, of course. All that about right here. So what I'll do when I'm doing the road is actually there, trying to make sure that I'm going to do east right now, of course. Know that I'm looking to as the tool naturally. So I'll just come here. Trees are going to do a good job of stopping me. I can get one of them, but I can't get either of the other two yet. Alright, so since we can't get rid of those two trees, I'm just going to go here and pass them. Certainly don't have to level out every square from the mark that you put down. You could, in this case, if we just wanted to level out these ones right here, just so that we get the height from over there transferred to over here. So the height we're standing on right now is the same height over on the other side. This height. Want to go ahead and break down this rock, get it out of the way. This is the east-west road, and now we're going to actually mark out where the north-south road will go right here on the side of the mine. You want to watch out. This height right here, since I placed this first one, make sure that that ones you start taking out actually go down to the same height as what we've already set. I'm just hitting that initial stake and just the wrong spot might change our grade just a tiny little bit up or down. Do that a few times and all of a sudden put higher than you were when you started. Oops. Bird's nest there. If you destroy the ground underneath a resource, especially a water well, a water collector, you will destroy that resource. So don't do that to water collectors. Save them for sure. Bird's nest, whatever. Alright, so here's going to be our north-south road. The west side of the mine. Continuation of our east-west road. And I say this water collector right here, I want to be careful with that. We're working right next to it. Burying it a little bit is fine. Looks pretty good. Like our east-west road part, looks like it's going where we want it. Yes, yes, yes. Here's where our hammer comes in handy for the first time. Oh, we've got enough rock. We need sticks. Using Q to pin that recipe in the upper left corner. Pinya. We're not going to need growers yet. Be happy to take somebody who's got some extra hit points. And the water's a little muddy. This road, this north-south road, south obviously, also block that. I'm going to avoid doing this one here because I just don't want to take a risk. Feels a little too high, but coming up on the first day. Now we've got that north-south road. The cave right there, this road, right up alongside that, so this road's going to continue up as well. Hello, Fina. I want to get assigned to a house, so complete. I understand. Pretty easy list to choose from. Honestly, we could make her work through the first night, but hey. This gives us a bit of a picture of where these roads are going to be. So we're going to have a road going through right here, a road coming down each side right there, which gives us this space between. You have at least one woodcutter, I think, in here. I think I'm going to put our gatherer's pit right out here in this corner. here's our intersection, which means here's the inside corner of that. So, corner, if you will. So we're going to go and do this. About done with day 0. Here's our road east-west, road north-south, so our gatherer's pit would be I'm going up to the top of the screen. I'm looking at my compass bar there, and then I'm looking at the arrow down below. Trying to make sure that I'm more or less pointed due north-south for this. To win it. As this day ends, as soon as day 1 begins, I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode there. Or episode 1 from that. Down another tree or 3 here in the forest. Give Phineas something to work with. Okay, well, there we go. End of day 0. We're into day 1, and we got one pop in here and got the eye built. As you can see, we're not necessarily going to move fast here. This is definitely going to be a little slow in the beginning because we're going to be doing planning, sort of laying things out where we're going to want them to be so that we don't end up having to deconstruct and move stuff later. Hopefully, we can just do the upgrades and leave it where it is. So it's going to be a slow takeoff, but eventually we reach a spot where things start to move a little quicker. It's not going to be for a while, so hope you're enjoying the nice slow pace, and I'll see you in the next episode on day 1. Thanks. Zace, I'm out of here.